Stories only we would dare to tell, whispered between shadows and light, crafted in secret alcoves where the world's eyes cannot reach. These are the tales born of wild hearts and fearless souls, narratives spun from the threads of vulnerability and courage intertwined. They pulse with the rhythm of stolen moments and hidden glances, the electric charge of a shared glance that speaks volumes beyond words. In these stories there is no room for silence or shame, only the raw truth of two beings who dare to unravel the barriers of convention. Every sentence carries the weight of desire and rebellion, each phrase a step into the forbidden. They are chronicles of passion and pain, joy and sorrow, written not for the masses but for the sacred space between kindred spirits. These stories are the secret maps of our connection, guides to a world only we can navigate, a landscape shaped by trust, fire, and fearless daring. In these stories time bends and twists, folding in on itself like the pages of a well-loved book. Memories spill forth in vibrant hues, painted with the colors of laughter, tears, and whispered promises made in the quiet of night. They are a dance of contrasts, moments of fierce intensity softened by tender pauses, words shouted and murmured in equal measure. These tales do not seek approval or applause, they exist purely for the intimacy they create, the space where souls meet and merge without fear. The stories only we would dare are forged in the crucible of shared experience, shaped by the scars and smiles we carry. They are raw and unpolished, beautiful precisely because they are imperfect. Every chapter reveals a piece of us, laid bare and unguarded, a testament to the courage it takes to be fully seen and wholly known in a world that often demands concealment. There is a sacred power in these stories, a magic born from the act of daring to speak the unspeakable. They are the uncharted territories of our hearts, realms where we have walked hand in hand through shadows and light. Each narrative is a rebellion against the silence that tries to cage us, a declaration that our voices matter and our truths deserve to be heard. In telling these stories we weave a tapestry of resilience and passion, a legacy of defiance against the forces that seek to diminish our flame. The stories only we would dare are not just recollections, they are living entities, breathing with the breath of our shared existence. They hold the power to heal wounds, ignite flames, and build bridges across the gaps left by loneliness. They are the sacred echoes of a bond forged in fire and nurtured in trust. These stories are written in the language of glances, touches, and half-spoken words. They exist in the spaces between moments, in the silence that speaks louder than any voice. They are the secret codes we have created to navigate a world that often misunderstands or fears what it cannot control. Each tale is a testament to the alchemy of connection, the way two souls can transform pain into beauty and fear into courage. The stories only we would dare are chronicles of rebellion against the mundane, celebrations of the extraordinary lives we lead when we embrace our truths without apology. They carry the imprint of our laughter and the trace of our tears, the weight of our dreams and the fire of our passions. These stories are our sanctuary, a place where we can be wild, vulnerable, and fiercely alive. Within these stories lie the moments that defined us, the whispered confessions in the dark, the stolen kisses beneath a veil of stars, the silent promises etched in the language of touch. They are a mosaic of experiences, fragments of joy and pain pieced together into a narrative only we understand. These stories do not require explanation or justification, they simply are, existing in the sacred space between us. They are the unspoken truths that bind us, the secret flame that flickers even in the darkest times. The stories only we would dare to tell are a testament to the strength of our bond, a reflection of the courage it takes to love and be loved without reservation. They remind us that in daring to share our deepest selves, we create a world where authenticity reigns and connection thrives. Every story we dare to tell is an act of creation, a spark igniting the night with the light of our shared truth. They are the chronicles of rebellion and surrender, the interplay of strength and vulnerability that defines our journey. These tales carry the weight of our hopes and fears, the echo of our laughter and the shadow of our tears. They are the roadmap to a love that defies convention, a bond that thrives on honesty and daring. The stories only we would dare are not just memories, but living testaments to the power of connection. They invite us to embrace the messy, beautiful complexity of being human, to find courage in vulnerability and strength in truth. In these stories we are both the authors and the protagonists, shaping our destiny with every word, every breath, every shared moment. The stories only we would dare are written in the ink of trust and the paper of shared dreams. They carry the imprint of every touch, every glance, every whispered promise made in the sacred space between us. These tales are not for the faint of heart. They require bravery, honesty, and a willingness to be seen fully and without pretense. They are the chronicles of a love that refuses to be silenced or tamed, a love that thrives in the wild, untamed spaces of our souls. Each narrative is a testament to the power of daring, to speak, to feel, to love without fear. These stories hold the power to transform, to heal, to ignite the flames of passion and resilience. They remind us that the greatest stories are those written not for the world, but for the hearts that dare to hold them close. In these stories we find refuge from a world that often demands conformity and silence. They are the wild songs of our hearts, the fierce declarations of our existence. Each tale is a journey through shadows and light, a dance of pain and joy that shapes who we are. The stories only we would dare are a sanctuary where we can be wild, vulnerable, and fiercely alive. They hold the power to break chains, to shatter illusions, and to build bridges of understanding and love. These narratives are living testaments to the courage it takes to be authentic, to embrace the messy, beautiful complexity of human connection. They invite us to step into the fire and emerge transformed, stronger and more deeply connected than ever before. As we tell these stories, we create a legacy of courage and love that transcends time and space. They are the echoes of our souls, the footprints we leave on the path of life. These stories only we would dare to tell, are gifts to ourselves and to each other, a reminder that our truths matter, and our love is worth fighting for. They are the sacred flame that burns brightly even in the darkest nights, guiding us home to each other. In daring to share these tales, we affirm our existence, our passion, and our unbreakable bond. These stories are not just words, they are the heartbeat of a love that defies all odds, a testament to the power of daring to be fully, unapologetically ourselves. Passion penned with reckless flash ignites the soul's wildfire, a tempest of words that refuse to be tamed. Each line burns with desire, dripping with heat and urgency, like ink spilled from a heart set aflame. The pen moves with a fevered hand, sketching scenes of longing and surrender that blur the edges between reality and fantasy. It is a dance on the edge of control, where every word is a spark, every phrase a flame that consumes restraint. These are letters not written, but carved into the essence of being, raw and unfiltered. The reckless flash carries the boldness of forbidden dreams and secret confessions, the fearless articulation of craving and connection. It dares to expose the depths of passion that hide beneath polished veneers, inviting the reader into a world where vulnerability and strength collide, where love and lust write their own fierce narrative. The script flows wild and unchecked, a torrent of emotions racing against the clock, desperate to be captured before the moment slips away. It is in this recklessness that the true essence of passion is revealed, a beautiful chaos where control is surrendered, and the heart beats loudest. Every stroke of the pen is a rebellion, a refusal to hide or dilute the truth of desire. This flash is not neat or polite, it spills beyond the margins, stains the paper with the urgency of bodies meeting and souls intertwining. It is the language of sighs, the syntax of touches, the punctuation of moans. The words ripple with heat and hunger, a fevered melody sung in ink. In this reckless dance, passion finds its voice, raw and untamed, a declaration that nothing less than total abandon will do. Each letter forms a bridge between two worlds, the imagined and the real, the spoken and the silent. Passion penned with reckless flash is a journey through these realms, a map drawn with trembling hands and fiery hearts. It tells stories of nights filled with whispered promises, of mornings drenched in sweat and sunlight. The script is alive, pulsing with the rhythm of shared breaths and stolen moments. It captures the essence of love in its most intense form, the hunger, the fear, the surrender. This writing is not a mere recounting, but a living thing, breathing with the intimacy of every glance and touch. It beckons the reader to lose themselves in its wild currents, to be swept away by the force of a passion that refuses to be confined or silenced. The reckless flash of passion knows no boundaries, no rules to temper its heat. It shatters conventions, tearing through the fabric of restraint with a fierce and tender hand. The writing is a mirror to the soul's deepest yearnings, reflecting back the raw, unfiltered truth of desire. It celebrates the beauty in imperfection, the strength in vulnerability. Each word pulses with the energy of a flame that refuses to burn quietly, demanding to be seen, heard, and felt. This is passion in its purest form, unapologetic, fierce, and alive. The reckless flash is a testament to the courage it takes to bear one's soul on the page, to write with the kind of abandon that risks everything for the chance to touch another's heart. It is a wild, tender rebellion that invites us to embrace the fullness of feeling without shame or hesitation. In the shadows where passion's reckless flash dances, time loses its grip, and the world fades away. There is only the pulse of desire, the heat of connection, the urgent need to express what words alone can scarcely hold. The writing is a flame that lights the darkness, a beacon for those who dare to feel deeply and love fiercely. It carries the scent of sweat and whispered secrets, the taste of kisses stolen in moonlight. Each stroke is a caress, each phrase a sigh, a testament to the power of intimacy and the magic of shared vulnerability. Passion penned with reckless flash is an anthem to the fearless heart, a song sung in the key of longing and fulfillment. It reminds us that true passion cannot be contained, it must be released, wild and free to burn brightly in the night. The reckless flash is not just a style, it is a declaration of intent, a bold statement that passion will not be tamed or diminished. It is the voice of the heart screaming into the void, demanding to be heard and understood. The words pour forth like a river breaking through a dam, unstoppable and urgent. This writing is the embodiment of desire's reckless abandon, a celebration of the moments when restraint falls away and the soul is laid bare. It is the music of a love that defies logic, the poetry of bodies and hearts entwined. Passion penned with reckless flash invites us to surrender to the wildness within, to write our own stories with courage and fire. It is a call to live fully, to love fiercely, and to embrace the beautiful chaos of being alive.